All right, guys, good morning. We have day one of the Bassmaster Kayak Open on Lake Guntersville. There looks to be about a 30 boat tournament going out of this ramp. That's okay though. There's about maybe 8 or 9 kayakers here. We got a field at 240. Practice was decent, but like I said, found a lot of my fish super shallow, and the conditions totally changed today. So we've got about 16 rods rigged up, and we're gonna see how that goes. See if those shallow fish still want to play. If not, hopefully they pulled off to the first grass there in this area, and we can get them on a trap this morning. I'm not sure, but we're gonna go have fun, try to adapt. The person who's gonna win this one is gonna have to fish intuitively on the fly. I think everything's gonna change. It rained a ton, had tornadoes coming through. Our power still is not on in our house that we're renting, so it was pretty wild. Looks like the water isn't too dirty. I'm not sure, but anyway, y'all, let's get this thing started and catch some fish. All right, guys, we've got 5 minutes till first cast. There aren't many people here. There is a boat fishing this spot right now. I hate when that happens, but it's part of it. There's one other kayaker here, and that's it. So hopefully these shallow fish are here. So the water temps is 59 now. I think it's gonna be fine. So I'm excited. We gotta have, I mean, we're swinging big today. Gotta have a little luck on our side, but there's a potential to do really, really well here. So the fish I saw in practice, you guys, I was catching them in 8 inches of water. There were, I had 100 fish between 18 and 20 inches on beds. It was insane, the early push of spawners that were up. I mean, it was crazy. We're gonna see if that plays today. It may not, but it might. So I'm gonna be starting out with the Berkeley jerk shad, a cane walker, a little popper, lipless crankbait, weightless wacky general. We're gonna throw it all at them. Got him on the slobber knocker, 17 and a half. Another one. That was a big one. That is not the size we want. The second fish is a 15. I just switched colors to a red slobber knocker as opposed to that more natural looking one. I got that pretty quick, so we're gonna keep trying that. All right, you guys, we got 2 fish. We lost 3 pretty good fish, 1 really good fish. Not a great start, but we're gonna go check on these bedfish. That fish is there. 19-incher on the bed. Let's go. All right, that was on the white Berkeley jerk shad. The thing just hit it once, missed it, hit it again, got her. Let's go, you guys. I didn't see that bed, but I caught that buck. Figured there's a female there. There she is. 17 and a half, super fat. Pinky fish. All right, so that was on the Berkeley jerk shad again. I've got I have it rigged on a 3/0 worm hook, and I put a little screw lock in. Helps keep it, you can work it on the water a lot faster. I don't know, I like rigging it like that. You can get a picture of this, Mark. I just went to cast and caught one of my baits hanging off front of my kayak.
What happened?
I just went to make a cast and caught one of the baits that was hanging off the nose of my kayak. I lost one of them. I lost two big ones right here, right on this, where this grass kind of fizzles out right here. That one's not very big. That's a baby. There were some big fish in here first thing now, and they'll be back. It's just a timing thing when they come through here. Okay. Y'all have fun, Mark. Good to see you.
Thank you.
There's got to be a bigger fish in here. Get it. 16 and a quarter. Did you guys notice that was on a backlash? Oh boy, I gotta get these brakes dialed in here. I was throwing a heavier bait on this and I went to weightless and forgot to adjust that. We will certainly take that backlash fish though. Backlash fish though. And a half. I don't know if that GoPro is recording or not, but I just caught a pretty nice coal on a bed. Need to cull one more fish. That's not gonna cull. Dang it. All right, guys, just got loaded up, got off the water. Had 87 inches today, sitting in 20th place out of 240, top 24 get paid. Oof. Last little bit was kind of frustrating. Did lose some big fish today, but honestly, I'm sitting in a really, really good place. I'm only 9 inches away from first. It's just a couple of inches away from a top 10. So just have to go out and kind of do that same thing. Those bedfish actually should be easier to catch tomorrow because there's hardly any wind. That's going to help me a lot. Hopefully that offshore grass bite gets a little better and I can fish it a little cleaner. But All in all, I'm exhausted. I got a lot of things to do. Appreciate you guys. Let's go get them on day 2. Stay tuned. Oh, also, I double dipped in the local tournament and I would have got 4th out of like 100 anglers, but I didn't realize the check-in was mandatory. So I got 4th, but actually didn't get 4th. I got to get better about that. Appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for day 2. Well, guys, this is definitely not the day 2 video I was hoping to bring you all. I've got a bit of a story time. A really unfortunate one, and I'm definitely kind of struggling with it. Had definitely a tough few weeks. So before I go into the story of why I'm driving to Texas right now instead of fishing the day 2 event at Guntersville when I was sitting in 20th place, just inches out of 1st place with a really good game plan for today. The bed fishing was going to be on fire today, much better than yesterday. I got to tell you about Friday before the tournament. I was driving down the road in my kayak. I hit a pothole with my trailer, and it caused the strap to break on my kayak trailer, and my kayak flew off of the trailer, rolled about 5 or 6 times, dislodged my drive, broke my Hobie drive, broke my seat, and shattered my Garmin 106 SV. So I didn't know if my kayak would even float going into the tournament at all. I inspected it for hairline cracks. I mean, it took a huge beating. It scuffed up really bad. I was able to use one of my backup graphs, transferred waypoints over, but it was just kind of hectic. I didn't get to get on the water at all Friday. That happened, so that was really unfortunate. I was thankful to have an extra graph, but I didn't know if my kayak was going to float. Thankfully, as you all saw from day 1, no issues with the kayak. That was good. Anyway, yesterday morning, because of just the craziness, and you know, if you guys watch my vlog from Life on the Road, getting to Guntersville, you might have an inside look at how scattered everything is when you don't have a home base down here. Literally transient for several months at a time. It's very hard, and you just kind of get a little, you don't have everything as organized as you would like. So I was at the ramp and I thought that lines out, we have a cutoff time for when we have first cast, and then we have a lines out at this time. So I thought it was 2 o'clock, but I asked the other anglers, there's a couple anglers at the ramp, just to double check and make sure, and they told me it was 2:30. And I was like, oh great, okay, that's a little extra half-hour fishing time. Woo, right? Wrong. So anyway, I'm fishing. I didn't catch a single fish after about 1:45, but I fished until 2:30. So did a couple other anglers in that area. Get back to the ramp, and my phone rings at like 2 o'clock from another competitor, and we're not allowed to call each other on the water. So I thought that was really weird. I was like, why is this competitor calling me? So I called him back, and I was like, you called me during the tournament hours. And he said, no, tournament ended at 2. So then I realized that I had committed a rules infraction by continuing to cast. I turned myself in to the tournament director, and my entire day 1 limit was disqualified. So, guys, I'm definitely bummed out. I've had just kind of a series of things happening that are just, you know, they all come in threes. Mine seem to come in 20s or 30s. But it's definitely a bummer. I think I've cut a check on Guntersville the last several times I've fished it. I had a super strong game plan. I was already in the money on day 1, going into day 2, and had everything lined up for a great day today. And I'm driving back to Texas now. However, it happens. I've got to keep my head up and move on to the next one. We literally have Caddo in 6 days. So, lesson learned here though is that you really, I mean, this is all on me. I should have known to verify with the actual tournament event page instead of just asking other anglers, assuming that they would have the right info. So this is definitely on me, and it's just tough because I should know these things by now. I shouldn't make those mistakes, but I'm going to grant myself a little bit of grace because I've had kind of a hectic few weeks. So trying to stay
that's a tough one. And that you learn, don't trust anybody, you just make sure you know.
Yep.
Boy, that's a tough one. Yeah, you had a nice stringer.
I did, and I had good fish too. I was gonna have a good day today.
I haven't really looked at it today, but I will. But I know you'd be doing well at it.
Yeah.
That's a good lake for you.
It is.
You are fishing really good, so, they'll come.
I know.
You're always there in that little top group,
Yep.
and that's when we love it.
I will.
And, yeah, just keep your chin up. Those things happen, and they knock you down, but, you'll be right back. I love you, and tell G hi.
I will, Pa.
All right.
Bye.
All right, doll. Bye-bye.
It's little things like that that help put this into perspective for me. That's what's important. Driving to go see G, that's important. I have a wonderful support system, but sometimes it seems like everything is going wrong. It really helps me count my blessings, because the reality of things is why I wanted to share this with you guys in this very next day kind of raw emotions from being extremely bummed out for what happened yesterday. That is part of life. Life is hard sometimes. Sometimes we just suffer blow after blow after blow. But I am a huge believer in knowing that it's your perspective and your attitude, and that's what I'm working on this whole drive back to Texas. Try to just get myself in the right place, continue to be thankful for everything, continue to be good to people on the water, be grateful for the tournament directors for doing their job, for the series for putting on an incredible event. And I'm going to go back and hopefully, have a much stronger event next time. This was definitely a good opportunity for me to have an incredible finish, but it just wasn't meant to be this time. So anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. At least day one was really cool. Hope you all enjoyed that. How crazy was it to have fish on the bed that early on Guntersville? I don't think I've ever seen them that early, but it was really, really neat. Fun event. I'm excited to see who takes home the crown. I'll definitely be cheering from afar. So y'all stay tuned for Caddo. I've got a few hours left on the road. I've been driving most of the night. I'm exhausted. I wore these clothes yesterday. Don't judge. But I'll have some Caddo stuff coming soon for y'all. God bless. Y'all take care. Be safe. Appreciate y'all.